August with the shade. They said they ain't want no more Nika. So.
Hey yo, what's good, Shady Gang? Welcome back to another show with August with the Shade. Listen, go ahead and grab your cups, because you already know I'm about to spit the tea, and y'all know I keep the shade. Today's video is going to be about Nicki Minaj slaying her rollouts, and even the opposition still trying to take Nicki Minaj down, plus more. Let's go ahead and get into the tea. Now, I want to start off with saying, Nicki Minaj has been taking her time with this rollout, and I feel like, first off, we need to admire Nicki Minaj's body. First off, Nicki Minaj's body is so T. Nicki went on a live stream with Castanet last night, and when I tell you, Nicki really showed that she is such a genuine person. Now, Nicki has always claimed to be the generous queen, but Nicki Minaj has been showing the media so much love. And I'm not talking about the media that you guys all, always expect Nicki to do every time, like, the big talk shows and stuff like that. Nicki has taken the time to go to certain people that I feel are very, like, gems in our culture. People like Joe Budden, people like Funny Marco, even Castanet. These people are getting these type of interviews from Nicki Minaj because of Nicki Minaj's newfound energy, okay? When I'm speaking for newfound energy, it's like Nicki's reciprocating, okay? If you're showing her love, then she's showing you love. Like, this is not going to be a Republic thing at this moment. This is a Nicki thing. Like, whatever Nicki feels in her heart that she should be doing and what her barbs is going to connect with, that is what Nicki is doing. And I love that for this era. I love that for Nicki to take her time and, like, feel these people out and kind of see if they actually really mess with her. Because nobody really wants to be around somebody that don't know her music, that are not streaming her music, or, like, hey, we're not asking you to be full on barbs, but we want to make sure that you are a supporter and that you really support her, because we do not need that type of we don't want to be like looking at an interview today and then the next interview, years later you guys are bashing her or something like that. I don't want that. I rather it be like how it is. And I thank Nicki for going to these media personalities to give her opinion on the album and talk to the barbs the way she's doing with these people, because I feel like it's more syndicated with our kingdom. These people that don't really belong in the kingdom, we're not trying to have them always, running around putting their feet all over our mats, okay? So yeah, shout out to Nicki for that. Now, and shout out to also Castanet. Now, the reason why I want to get into Castanet is because, I'm not the biggest Castanet fan. You feel me? Like, I feel like he's a young boy doing his thing. He has literally cracked the code for so many streamers. Like, I take my hat off to him. He is literally making revenue for his family. He's even having his family be able to meet people like Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that is such a great thing. So people like Elliot Wilson. Now, if y'all don't know who Elliot Wilson is, he works for Revolt, I think, or something like that. But he is the guy that Nicki has done some of the Crown interviews with, some of those iconic interviews that we have seen by Nicki Minaj. He has sent her down and he's talked to her about certain things. But he's also had a lot to say in regards to Onika not showing love to the new girls. Now, I remember in 2018 when he sat down with Nicki during her Queen rollout, and Nicki had to explain to him how, the girls were not leaving the door open, or acting, are showing respect as they show to the other girls in the industry. I don't know why they always do that to Nicki, but, I don't feel like he backed her up on that. Like, Nicki was just out there just basically telling her opinion. It wasn't him. He was just letting Nicki know that she can rap and all of that. But I feel like Nicki Minaj is not in the mood to play, like, badminton with you guys anymore. You feel me? Like, whatever she says, it's gonna stick. And I shout out, people like 50 Cent, because he's even realizing Nicki's not taking a lot of slack from men anymore. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna say what she mean and mean what she say, okay? And Elliot, whatever you felt about Castanet and him not being media, she's not gonna sit down with you. She did it 2 times. Why would she do it again? We don't want that. We want new media. And new media is what's popping right now. So Elliot, girl, take a seat. It's okay, man. You know what I'm saying? But also, I want to get into another, thing that's going on during the rollout. Now, I want to start off with positivity, because I love everything positive when it comes to the Pink Friday tip. Okay, because it's one of my favorite albums right now, okay? But I want to talk about how the labels in the industry, the billboards, always are changing these rules every time Nicki's dropping an album. Whenever Nicki's dropping an album, whenever Nicki's doing anything that is, for the barbs, for the general, Nicki Minaj fans, they try their best to change up, like, the sales or the numbers. Like, I've known so many songs that Nicki has that are over the 200 mark to even reach a number one, to be a number one record. There are so many people that gotten by with little small numbers, like even 193. If y'all know what I'm talking about, just go look at the points that it takes to be, for you to get a number one record. And Nicki has had those points, but every time they fraudulently change these rules, you know what I'm saying, it makes it very hard for Nicki to do certain things. And I feel like Nicki has, expressed her certain frustration when it comes to the industry. And, Nicki always has been very vocal about that. And I feel like every time during a rollout, this is what she has to deal with, especially since the streaming era. One thing that Nicki fought for, which was the streaming era, I feel like they don't give her just due. And I feel like it's so wrong. But in my opinion, Nicki is still prevailing. Nicki is still set to sell over 200,000 copies in the first week. And that is so amazing for artists that have been in the game for almost 16 years. And this is your 5th album, Nicki Minaj. Like, your 5th album. You are such an icon, babe. You're an icon. I want people to know that you're an icon. You do not have to go and sell and beg the people for $1 million for a song that was half, and for a video that was with half-clothed women. It's just so weird. I mean, even Cardi B tried to come out and respond. I don't know who's paying Kyle Anthony, you know what I'm saying, in this moment, but in my opinion, I feel like Cardi B just, spreading a couple of duckies over there in his pocket, because he's always posting her and allowing her to do this grammatically incorrect sentences in his comments. Like, what's really going on, Jay? I just want to know what's going on behind the scenes. But I want you guys to remember something. Nicki will prevail. well. Nicki did an amazing show last night. As y'all see, Nicki brought out Roman. Nicki really showed everybody that nothing that you say to her, nothing you do to her is going to stop her. She is going to be queen. And let's just let the queen do what she do. First week sales mean nothing, okay? Nicki Minaj's album is already gold, okay? So I want you guys to remember something. Keep streaming, keep buying, keep repping Nicki Minaj the way that you have done all of your life or all of the time that you've known her. Do what you have to do. You know, if you feel somebody's disrespecting her, then you defend her. You feel like you want to go and buy her music, go and buy her music. If you're listening and streaming her music, thank you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. We're not forcing y'all to do anything. We're just letting you know that when you hear good music, make sure you respect it, okay? Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm out.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
I'm not even a man and got my in their mouth.
I was thinking about y'all. Oh, here we go. August with the shade talking about who we swinging on tonight. Why y'all got